So the Biden campaign has announced it raised $72 million the second quarter of this year. That is the highest total ever amassed by a Democrat at any time for a quarter. So Biden is not having a very good presidency. I mean, if you're an objective person, a fair person, honest person, you got to know that. Yet the money is flowing in. There is a reason for it, and I'm going to tell you that in a moment. So the Biden campaign says about 400,000 people have given him money. But most of this money is coming from the progressive left. It doesn't go directly to President Biden. That would be a violation of campaign finance law. You can only give $12,500 each individual. Couple can give $25,000. All right, that's it. Goes to political action committees that act on behalf of Biden. Same thing on a Republican side. So here are some of the fat cats that are donating big money to Joe Biden to see him get reelected. The biggest is Jeffrey Katzenberg, who is running the Biden campaign. About $900,000 Katzenberg has thrown in there. I'll tell you about him in a moment. Seth MacFarlane, the TV guy, $100,000. Netflix CEO Reed Hastings, $100,000. Marcy Carsey, producer in Hollywood, $100,000. Sybil Robinson Orr, $100,000. Michael Kors, you got the handbags, $50,000. Tory Burch, $50,000. Lin-Manuel Miranda, that's Hamilton, $20,000. Vera Wang, $10,000. Anna Wintour, $10,000. On and on and on and on. So Katzenberg is the big guy, and he is a music mogul. He hangs with Spielberg and very in the Hollywood community, very powerful there. So you have to understand that Hollywood is now 100% progressive. Not all the people in it, but those who run it, all right, are 100% progressive. Now, Joe Biden is the most progressive president in the history of this country. There's nobody even close. Obama would be second, but he's a distant second. Remember, Obama didn't want gay marriage. I mean, a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, he evolved, but believe me when I tell you, Biden, far and away, way more than FDR, way more. You know, Biden doesn't really have himself a personal philosophy. He just goes with the wind. And the wind, the power in the progressives comes from Hollywood and New York and Georgetown, D.C. That's where the nexus is. And that's where the money is and the media is. Now, you folks who live outside of those centers, they don't care about you. Now, you would say, well, look, all of these people are very wealthy people. Why do they want socialism? Why do they want this huge nanny state run from D.C., which will dictate everything you do in your life? Why would they want that? They made their money in a capitalistic system. They prospered. And here is the reason. They have so much money, they can't spend it. All right, as long as they live, they can't spend it. So taxing them and all of that, they don't care about that anymore. They're beyond that. They all have private jets. They all have yachts. They live large. And they want a woke, progressive culture because they believe the United States is an evil country and always has been, run by white men who hate minorities. And Trump is the poster boy in their eyes for that. All right? That's what motivates them. Get rid of Trump, get rid of all these fascist MAGA people, marginalized conservatives. Every progressive thing is good. Let the country be run by minorities. The whites had their chance and screwed it up and whatever. Biden's on board with all that. Okay? Diversity, equity, inclusion, all of this stuff. That's what Jeffrey Katzenberg wants. We got his picture. Let's throw it up there again. So this guy, he's super powerful. If you're an actor or a musician and you're trying to work in Hollywood and he doesn't like you, you're not working. You're not working. Believe me, he makes one phone call, you're done. That's how powerful this man is. And he's given millions and millions of dollars to progressive causes. This isn't a populist movement. The progressive movement is not populist. It's centered all right, in the very, very wealthy precincts that control the information and entertainment flow. So very important for you to know that. Now, Donald Trump did pretty well in the first quarter, but not nearly as well as Biden. Trump raised $35 million, big number, okay? Again, it goes to his political action committee. And remember, a lot of this money can be used for other purposes. Trump pays his legal bills out of donated money. Biden's going to have a lot of legal bills down the road, mark my words, and he'll do the same thing. Ron DeSantis picked up $20 million. DeSantis' campaign is not doing well right now. I'll get to that in a moment. You know, it was a big surprise is Tim Scott, the senator from South Carolina who announced he's running for president. He's doing very well. He raised about $20 million. All right. Pence, he didn't raise anything. Nikki Haley raised about $5 million. But Scott, that surprised me. I'm looking at that number and going, you know, that's a impressive number. Now, Ron DeSantis has not done well so far. He's way behind in all the Republican primary polls because he's not charismatic. And you compare him to Trump, who is charismatic, whether you hate him or not. You know, DeSantis comes off as boring, dull, gray. His policies are good. He ran Florida well, just like Trump ran the federal government well in his 4 years in office. He did. And I don't care whether you say he did or not. I can prove he did. All right? But Trump is Trump. He brings in a lot of unnecessary chaos. And a lot of voters don't want that anymore. And that's why Trump, while he probably will win the primary and the nomination, he's going to have a hard time in the election no matter who the Democrats throw up against him. Biden, I don't think, is going to make it. All right? And then you'll see somebody like Newsom or Amy Klobuchar, even Michelle Obama, come on and quick. But it wouldn't matter. The progressives, they'll give money to whoever's going to be progressive. I don't care if it's Biden or whoever. Doesn't matter. So that's the scenario that we're looking at on July 17th. In a month, it's going to change fairly significantly, and by September, it'll change again. We're there for you every day, every way. And that's a memo. The chairman of the Fed is promising more pain ahead. Last year, stocks dropped a whopping 20%. 2023 could be worse. You are right to be worried. So call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Since I've been a client and spokesperson, the price of gold has appreciated more than 35%. So please call today and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers and have the highest rating in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Please tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they will give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201. That's 866-501-5201 or text Bill to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201 or text Bill to 65532. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.